Hey guys, doing NoFap day 5 of 90, and we're actually a few hours away from day 6, so it's pretty cool. Almost to a week. I hope you guys are doing well in your NoFap streaks. Um, um, I'm doing pretty good. Actually, I wanted to talk about a little bit about social media today, as among other things. It seems like well, first off, let me just. First, I'm gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about going after what you want. If you see something you want, go ahead and go after it, because you never know. You never know if you get an opportunity to get well. You never know if you have an opportunity at that situation again if you wait. So, today's message: go after what you want. No need to. I know people say that it's cliche to say that life is short, but actually it isn't short. It can be long. Depending on the decisions you make now, can make your life longer. So just go after what you want now, and yep. But yeah, we'll talk about the social media thing. I forgot to mention this before, but I remember. I don't know if you guys remember when those the typically, I think it was the BET Hip Hop Awards, and also the Democratic debates. I'm trying to two step my politics game up, because I know absolutely nothing about politics besides Democrats and Republicans. But anyway, um typically for the BET Awards and Hip Hop Awards, Twitter, more specifically Black Twitter, it's pretty much for like years, whenever those award shows come on, I would go on Twitter and pretty much tweet with the folks, and just pretty much talk about the award show. So the BET Hip Hop Awards are trash, by the way, too. I don't even know I watched the whole thing. But anyway, I was logging. That's all. This is beside the point. I logged. The point is, I logged onto Twitter, and it's like within like the first 5 seconds, a little bit less than that. Within the first 5 seconds, immediately I was hit with like immediately you get hit with pictures and porn clips. It's like literally Twitter. If you look at the history of Twitter, like when it first came out, it was nothing. It was none of that stuff. It was none of that stuff on timelines. But slowly, like last year, starting like last year, it started being like a bunch of like porn, pretty much porn. Just as soon as you go on your timeline. I remember like within like the first 5 seconds of me even scrolling. This has been the first time I've been on Twitter in like weeks. So the app loads up. I've been scrolling, and within the first 5 seconds, bam, porn GIFs, pictures of these chicks in provocative positions. I'm like, wait a minute. Within 5 seconds of me logging onto Twitter again, I immediately getting hit with all these pictures of these. Y'all can't give me a break, nothing like that. It wasn't a trigger or anything like that. I didn't have any urges, or anything like that. It was just, I'm just sitting there shaking my head like, how can you just within like, how do they allow this stuff just like literally, how do they allow this stuff, all these pictures and pretty much porn clips to be posted on there and stuff like that. But yeah, man, you gotta be, when you get up there in those streets, you gotta definitely be careful with the social media stuff, because you can get caught up real quick. All it takes is one picture. I'm from experience. All it takes is just one picture for you just to get it, for you just to become stuck on it until you become stuck on it until you start edging, and then that leads to. So all it takes is just one picture for you to get stuck on the image, and you just can't leave until you bust that nut. So that's social media as hell. You'll be plastered with all these images of like, it's almost like society wants you to. They push this sex stuff in your face, especially for guys. Like they want you to fat, man. They want you to fat. They want you to beat that meat, because it is not necessary for when you be seeing pictures of ass, of all this scattered ass across the timeline. Just for no, it's like, dude, we ain't got time for this right now, man. I'm just scrolling past, like, saying to myself, no fap day. I'm just no fap life, man. We ain't got time for it. We ain't got time for that fapping stuff anymore, man. But anyway, let's get into the comments real quick. Empirical says some NoFappers say getting mad at video games is a trigger for them because when they losing, they need some kind of reward. Not really my trigger though. I know that it's kind of it's not even practical to get angry over video games, but at the same time I understand where people come from because I love to play Madden and NBA 2K. When the game freezes, or when somebody just does something like I was playing 2K the other day, and the person literally on the other side of the game just decided not to play, so they kept getting the little 5-second violations, and so you just allowed to do that. You can just like not play the game and keep getting 5-second violations, and so I decided to quit the game because I'm not gonna just play with somebody who's just gonna do that. So I ended up quitting, and that can become frustrating, you know. And with Madden, people say you throw an interception in the fourth quarter and you lose the game. I ain't gonna lie, I've gotten a little upset more than I probably should have before in the past. But those video games can be hell. But as far as being like triggers, I don't know about that, you know. But I don't know what video games haven't really been my trigger. It was that my trigger is more as me just being, you know, just sitting there. Then all of a sudden I have a little urge. Then all of a sudden I just sit there and I just think about fapping, and the urge gets bigger, and then I'm just stuck in that little zone. But video games haven't really been a trigger. And then Postal Life says, it's really good how you're not giving up, giving us a realistic journey of a bro on NoFap. I have been trying this for years. I haven't got past 18 days yet. When I got to day 18, I don't even know why I relapsed. I was in a badass mind state. I decided I decided I would start making NoFap videos, NoFap vlogs when I have got to a 30-day streak. It won't be every day though. When I feel like it, it's cool. You're doing it every day. That's badass in itself. Peace. Why not start today? Like whenever you say you're gonna wait to a certain day to do something, you're probably not gonna. Cause if you say I'm gonna do this on this day, you have to be sure you're gonna actually do that. Because if you just say well, I'm gonna do this on this specific date, you may not do it, or you may completely forget about NoFap videos when you get to 2 day 30. But why not start today? Start today. It definitely helps with the urges. You said you haven't got past 18 days yet. I've got to like day 23 before, and I'm telling you, it was so difficult, man. But we all will do it. We all will beat this thing. I mean, a positive mindset is all. You just have to have a positive mindset, because if you just sit there all day, like I've done before in the past, you get an urge, man. You just sit there being negative, like, oh my god, man, this is so uncomfortable. I'm about to bust this nut, man. You will bust that nut, cause I noticed that, like, especially like the past 5 relapses after a long streak, you know, it is literally because I'm just sitting there like, you know what, dude, I really want to fap right now. I'm gonna do it anyway, man, and I just fap that easy. It's rare that I would just like, no, man, I'm not about to fap right now. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but I'm not gonna fap though, and get that, you know, kind of motivate myself. That's rarely happened, except for that one day when I was on day 9, and I got that urge that during the nighttime, and I was able to fight it off for the first time, like fight a strong urge off, for the first time in my NoFap career. But when I woke up the next morning, I know how that went. But the point is, if I can do it, then I can do it. If I can do it then, I can do it now. When the urges get strong, you just have to be positive and endure it, man. Because just know, eventually the urges will stop. They become smaller to the point where you can just easily, like, when you think about fapping, you be like, dude, who faps anymore? And you just be able to knock it off. But in the meantime, we gotta fight through that gauntlet phase of NoFap. We have to go through the pain, and we will succeed. But yeah, man, I know you say you can wait to day 30, but you can always start now, or you can wait to day 30. But it's always no excuses. Why not start today? Start tomorrow, actually. But yeah, also it will, and you say we can make them every day. Sometimes I just don't. I don't feel like making no fat videos, but at this point, after getting the scheduling, you just can't. I can't stop now. It has to keep on going because if I don't do it one day, I'm probably not gonna do it the next day. Cause it's like once you don't do something one day, like working out. Like I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I haven't worked out in like 2 days. Well, 2 days including today. You know, I've been able to come up with so many excuses. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to become more disciplined and I'm trying to do it every day. Well, not you need rest days of course, but you know what I mean. Once you stop doing something, it's like it's so easy for you just to become lazy and it makes it that easy harder for you to start back up, especially when you become comfortable and not doing it. You become lazy. So yeah, man. And then he says at the end, by the way, when you got people you're cool with and they are not really your friends, they are called acquaintances. I'm in the same boat. My cousin is my best mate. Got no real friends, but it's all good once I push myself to go out as much as possible and have a job, study something. I imagine that would change. NoFap is the answer. See you next video. Definitely see you next video. I've actually been looking into trying to like maybe learn the piano, something like that. Make some beats, just something different, you know. Um, it's really it's if you never really been able to establish like good habits, it's very hard to try to or hobbies. It's very hard to even start because that motivation has to be there, and oftentimes it isn't. But yeah, man. Like I said before, you go after what you want and be careful with social media. You know, I'm about to just start going back to MySpace now. I'm gonna start a new trend. We all gonna go back to MySpace. MySpace have all that stuff on there, all these pictures of chicks. But I'm sure if everybody just went back to MySpace now, within like at least a year, it'd be MySpace would be porn pretty much too. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 6, almost at a week. You guys be good, and as always, don't relapse. Ask your questions in the comment section, and peace. Go after what you want. I'll talk about that more in the next video.